Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm offering this amendment today, Mr. Speaker, because I think you all know that we are absolutely in the middle of a drug crisis and epidemic here in Pennsylvania. And, Mr. Speaker, I am sick and tired of talking to parents and family members with dead children, Mr. Speaker. And I'm going to say it again. I'm sick of talking to parents who have dead kids from these drug overdoses, specifically these opiates and heroin. Go back to your county SCAs, who are your drug and alcohol people, and ask them. They have been out of money for a number of months. They have very, very little money, Mr. Speaker. They have rationed it. They might have money the first week or two of every month. Our prisons are filled with people who have committed crimes because of these addictions. And when people can't get into treatment, Mr. Speaker, where do they end up? They end up in the emergency room. They end up incarcerated. And many times, unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, in every one of our districts, they end up at the morgue. And I'm going to hold up the report on overdose deaths from the State Coroners Association for 2014, Mr. Speaker. Almost 2,500 deaths across Pennsylvania because of these drugs. 2,500, and that is without 13 counties reporting. Some of the numbers from the coroner's report, Mr. Speaker, county numbers, and I'd ask everybody to listen up. Allegheny, 303 deaths. Berks, 64 deaths. Bucks County, my home county, 205 overdose deaths. Butler, 33 deaths. Chester, 82. Delaware County, 149 deaths. Erie, 60. Lancaster, 56. Luzerne, 67. Philadelphia, 611 overdose deaths in 2014. Westmoreland, 87. York County, 120 deaths from these drugs, Mr. Speaker. It is a crime. It is an absolute crime, Mr. Speaker. This money, I'm proposing an emergency addiction treatment fund of $20 million. This money will be available to each and every one of our counties when our SCAs run out of money. Mr. Speaker, addiction is a disease, and treatment works, Mr. Speaker. Treatment is highly successful if you get the right kind of treatment for the proper length of stay, and that's what this $20 million will do. It will go into an emergency fund for residential rehab, Mr. Speaker. I know what the budget process is, Mr. Speaker, but I think it's important today that we send a message from the House, send a message to the administration, send a message over to the Senate that we want to take this issue very seriously, that we're tired of the deaths across Pennsylvania, that we're tired of families who are burying their sons and daughters, Mr. Speaker. Let's send a message. Let's vote yes on my amendment, Amendment 1678. Thank you.